Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we are going to be looking at color as a view. So we're going to be basically using colors. We've been using colors for background and foreground and stuff, but we're going to see how we can use color a little bit more than that. So let's go ahead and get started. This is my old example. So let me actually trim it down a little bit. So let's say we have this text and we have the font property, the padding, and okay, awesome. We need all of that. Okay, so let's insert in this V stack. Let's insert a color dot blue, for example. Okay, as you can see, the color dot blue creates this new view that takes most of the screen. It just works like a spacer, but it takes most of the screen and it draws that rectangle of blue color. Now you can have an overlay on the top of that, and I believe we have a DT logo, okay, as an image. So I'm going to use an image for this. So I'm going to say image and DT logo as an image. Let's resume and see what we've got so far. Okay, so there we go. We have our image showing up. We can do resize well and make that image aspect ratio. Make that image's aspect ratio to be fit. There we go. All right. So that looks amazing. All right. So as you can see, your color here is acting like a view, and it has another layer of image sitting inside that. So that is something else that you can actually achieve. Okay. Now there's one more thing that you can actually do with it. So your overlay should, let's see if we can see the definition for overlay. So overlay. Okay, so overlay, your overlay, for example, takes, well, this is an example. It takes a circle. You can set an offset, and you can just stroke the circle out. And I believe it takes an alignment property as well, I think. So let's see if we can actually do an alignment on the image. Okay, so let's see if we can put a comma here. Yeah, there's an alignment, and you can actually align this image to the top of the view. So you can say, your view or overlay that's actually being displayed, and this actually applies to any overlay that you're using. It just happened this example fits perfectly because the color, when it works as a view, it's more greedy, so it tries to take more space, like as much available space as there is. So overlay actually example fits a little bit nicely here, so I can actually demo it easily. So as you can see, I can actually do top, or I can actually make it to go bottom. Now the image is actually big, or it's fitting the size, so that's why you can see that it's actually, if I do bottom left, bottom right, it's not going to be applied. So let's go ahead and put a frame in here with width to be 100 and height to be 100 as well. Okay, so now I can actually take this and say bottom leading, for example, right? And I could say top leading as well. Okay, so let's say if you had a view where you wanted to provide this image to have basically on these four corners, all you need to do is basically just keep setting overlays one after each other. So this is where our overlay ends. So I'm going to move this bracket here. I'm going to copy this thing right here, and I'm going to say top trailing, get another copy of overlay, and similarly I can do bottom leading and bottom trailing. Okay, and I'm gonna do one at the center as well, just for the heck of it. Okay, so as you can see, like this this sort of effect that you can custom effect that you can achieve just by combining a couple of views. The color, you're using color as a view here in this case, and what you're doing is you're setting overlay and setting multiple overlay modifiers one after each other and giving them the alignment to achieve this custom look. Okay, so this is it for this video. I just wanted to show you that color can be used inside its stack as a view as well. So if you encounter a situation where you want to use it, please feel free to use it. Instead of using a spacer, you can actually fill it with a custom color and have it basically build out your UI that way instead. Okay, so that was the example for the color as view, and thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.